Let's do an online streaming university class, chat. We're gonna go to Agent's class. Cause I'm not gonna lie, Agent was teaching some sauce.
Meeting notes with AI that
He was
fits
teaching
your
some
business.
sauce, chat. We gotta hear this. Man.
Time for class, man. What up, class? Ray, get off the board. And if you just came in, take a seat, take a seat. It's gonna be a good class if you guys really want to learn. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited. I hope you guys take something away from this.
Bro, see, look. This nigga was putting in actual pain during streaming. He's the only nigga I know who was actually teaching. Him and I would say Dante. I think Dante was actually teaching too. I'm not gonna lie. Him and
So
Dante.
look, today's class is
I could
gonna
be wrong,
dope.
though.
I'm really excited because we learn so much creating content, and rarely do you get a chance to share it. We all have learned something from the videos that we've created. So I'm gonna share what I've learned. At any point, you guys can also try and share what you've learned. Take something away from what I'm about to say. There's gonna be some gems that's gonna help you elevate your content, no matter what type of content you do, okay? Type of I am, man. I like to start my classes with a little pop quiz. With a pop quiz, man. So we're gonna pass around some papers and just answer them honestly. It's okay if you're wrong. We're gonna help answer some of those questions by the end of this class. So chat, just so you guys can see the pop quiz, it's pretty simple. What is the best stream camera? The minimum viewers to stream full time?
What is the best streaming camera? I do need to know that. Minimum viewers to stream full time? I need to know that too, but I think it's C. Most important metric for YouTube? I think it's a CTR, click-through rate. No, actually C. Number 3 C. No, actually, number 3 A. I'm going my gut, bro. Most important metric for Twitch? Concurrent viewers. No. Average viewers duration. No. Yeah, C. I think C. Alright, so we're going first one I don't know. I need to know that one. 2, I think C. 3, I think A. 4, I think C.
Most important metric for
So
YouTube.
CAC.
Most important metric for Twitch. Simple. You guys got 30 seconds. Yo, Ray. Hey, man. Did you come to Streamer University to learn, or did you come here to socialize?
I'm gonna say.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. DCBB.
You're wrong.
That's right. It's DCBB.
You're wrong.
It's DCBB.
Holy smokes. Every answer was wrong. Every single one. You're 0 4. On God, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So look, for the pop quiz, for question
DCBB. I said AC. No, I said.
one, if you wrote
I know what I said.
A, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, you are correct.
Wait.
One, if you wrote A, Samsung Galaxy S.
Samsung Galaxy S25. The S25 is the best IRL streaming equipment? Oh, I need that. I need that, chat. Let me put that down in my notes, chat. Hold on. Don't leave me. Man, fuck, bro. Damn, I had a cop at S25, bro. That shit like $1,000, man. I did work for AGENT. I could get the hookups. I might have to pull some strings. We gonna see what we can do though, chat. We gonna make some shit shake.
25 Ultra, you are correct. You are 100% correct. It's way better. If you do phone streams, Sony A9 is a photography camera, Ray. You wrote the Sony A9. That is a photography camera that from 5 years ago, my nigga. It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote, for 2, if you wrote B.
Wait. Just make
A9,
sure.
that is a photography. Sony, you wrote A, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. You are correct.
The Ultra.
Photography
Okay.
camera that from 5 years ago.
The Ultra.
It's a $6,000 photography camera. It is not the best for streaming. For B, if you wrote B, you are correct.
What was B? I think I said B, right?
B, you are correct. 50 is the minimum viewers if you want to do it full time.
50? For real? Damn. I had it to 50, chat. I had to get to 50. Okay, bad. Hold on, chat. Oh shit.
You just have to optimize the 50. So just because your viewership is not sky high doesn't mean it's not possible to do it full time. It just means you have to optimize the 50. For question number 3, if you wrote C, watch time is the most important metric, you are correct.
I knew it was watch time, but I said freaking CTR, bro. It's watch time. Watch time. Most important YouTube metric.
That's law, YouTube law. Watch time is king. 4, if you wrote concurrent viewers A, you are correct.
Chat, I got one thing right, chat. No, I got one question right, chat. Let's go ahead and clap it up for a young nigga, bro. I got one question right, chat. I got one question right. And that was the last one.
All right, so yo, pay attention. Okay, I want to do some basics because there's gonna be some smaller streamers in here, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff that's not basic. If you guys
30K for a TVU bag? Oh, I gotta get motion, bro. I gotta get OD motion.
have questions, feel free to ask. I'll call you when I have a chance. Depending on your budget, okay? I want to say you could stream with anything. You could do a desktop stream with a fucking laptop webcam. On God, it doesn't matter, bro. Many of the biggest streamers from like Aiden, Kai, they all use simple cameras. Just like it could be grainy shit, it doesn't matter. People do not value quality when it comes to, if you stream in 4K, you won't get a single additional viewer as a result. I really want to clarify that because some people feel like the tech is what holds them back. If you're at a $1,000 budget, the S25 Ultra is the best. I think it's a little more than 1,000, but for a $1,000 budget. For 2.5, right, it's gonna be this Live View backpack. It molds together different connections so that you have a stronger overall connection. It's more expensive, but you can connect it to a bigger body camera. So the overall price is gonna be a little bit higher, but it's going to be worth it. Now, if you're a big streamer, there's no reason why you don't get this one. I don't know how new it is because we just got it 4 months ago, but it's cracked. Like, it's prioritized data. I don't lag, basically, and it's so hard for me to lag. It's very hard, especially if you do a lot of IRLs. If you do desktop and gaming, obviously this stuff isn't required. I'm telling you, bro, I had a couple large streamers ask me yesterday whether 30,000 was a worthwhile purchase. It's your job, right? So like, we spend money on dumber things. Ray, for example, bought a Supra for $50,000. You get what I'm saying? So if you could buy a Supra for $50,000, you could buy this bag for $30,000. You get what I'm saying? So,
oh shit, he did buy a Supra. He did buy a Supra.
If you could buy a Supra for $50,000, you could buy this bag for $30,000. Feel me? I got an apartment for absolutely no reason, just to see if I'd like it. So keep that in mind. You spend money doing dumb shit. Why not spend money investing in your business, bro? I feel like we get stingy when it comes to shit like this, but then
That's the thing too, bro. What most people don't notice, bro. Streaming shit is a business, bro. It's a business. Regardless of how it may seem, streaming is as a business, my nigga. The product is you. You the product. You gotta sell yourself, and people are gonna invest in you if you sell yourself. If you don't know how to sell yourself, bro, streaming is not your thing. Because you the product in this shit, in this business, bro, and you the demand, So the main priority is for you to sell yourself, bro. That's what people don't realize. This shit a business, bro. It's just you as the product. That's the only difference. You the product, bro.
We spend bags on shit when it comes to luxurious stuff, Louis Vuitton, this, that, the third. This is what's important. Just remember that. All right, let's talk Twitch discovery. Who here streams on Twitch? Okay, we know Twitch has no discovery. It's unfortunate. It's really challenging to get new people to see your content. Unless they're browsing on the huge tab of thousands of other streamers in your category, and then why pick yours? You can't put a thumbnail up there. It's very hard to get noticed. So it truly is non-existent. The way people get discovered on Twitch is through other platforms. If you're big on YouTube, especially if you're big on TikTok. Do we have anyone whose primary platform is TikTok? This is your opportunity. TikTok is the best way for new people to see your face. You're going to want to transfer those people over to your stream. So followers per hour is the only kind of relevant metric I've seen on Twitch. So just remember, like, you want people to follow. It's not a pointless metric. It's not an empty number. It's the only kind of relevant metric. I don't know how true it is because obviously I'm not an engineer, but many people have said that's how you end up right over here. If Twitch notice a lot of new people is following your channel, they're way more likely, even if you're not being followed, to put you on the list of people over here, which means there's a form of discovery, even though it's very challenging, that exists. I would say like collabing, meeting people and stuff like that is super, super essential. This is as good as it gets, unfortunately. Maybe that changes one day, not right now. YouTube discovery. This is where the opportunity lies, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be honest with you. This really, you could do 10 classes on this and not completely tell the whole story. So it's not, I'm gonna be summarizing a lot, but watch time is king. I'm gonna give you some examples. So 2 recent videos I uploaded to my channel, most expensive Pokemon card opening. This is what I would call a low appeal video, right? Even the thumbnail kind of insinuates that it's a reaction more than an actual opening. Like, people are getting a quick snapshot. You're one of 50 videos on a page. You're competing for everybody's attention. They could only click one video. This one didn't perform all that well. It did 57,000 views. This one, on the other hand, my reactions tend to do really well. Part of YouTube is understanding your audience. Something that does well for me might not do well for Ash. It might do differently for the next person. So you have to understand what your audience likes. If you're not going back to see what performed well, you actually don't care about growing. I'm being honest. If you don't go in your analytics every few days to see how your video's been performing, any adjustments you need to make, you don't care about growing, you just want to grow. What's that?
Can I confess something, Llama?
I'm all ears.
Since you recommended Monday.com's AI blocks, work got so much easier.
I know.
You know I'm in sales, right?
Yes.
Did you know that with AI blocks going to Monday, I can summarize all of our sales calls, which takes forever, into a clear bottom line?
I actually knew that.
Oh yeah, you knew that?
Yes.
Did you know?
How you feel about like channel managers? Like,
It could work. It could work, especially if they have experience. But some channel managers are managing 8 channels. Then it's like a priority issue. And also, you just have to make sure they have experience. I think understanding appeal is super important. This is gonna sound a little harsh, but I want you to take this in a positive way. People don't really care. Even the way you consume content, people don't really care. Getting people to care is challenging. Getting people to care about you is challenging. Getting people to care about your idea is challenging. You have to create appeal. Streamer University has been getting marketed for like 5 months. He's been talking about this for 5 months. He's been giving us updates for 5 months. He's been hyping it up for 5 months. So when Streamer University happens, extreme appeal. The actual execution of it increased the appeal even more, okay? In comparison to an idea that flops. Understanding your audience, putting yourself in the shoes of your audience is essential to getting a good idea of what's gonna work. It's easy to find a crossover between what you like and what your audience likes. So many times I see people, oh, I don't wanna do that. And what? Nigga, I was uploading my GM videos for 4 years. You think that's the only thing I wanted to do? But that's what my audience needed at the time. I was able to make a pivot, there's strategy to that, into more general genres until I got a chance to just be as variety as possible. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys some numbers just to give you an idea. This was my Pokemon pack opening. If you don't know, if you're not very familiar with these graphs, you don't care. And I don't mean that to be mean, I mean that to kind of be in your ass a little bit. You need to be very familiar with these graphs. You should see this and immediately know what it is. You should get that comfortable. After tonight, once you're done tomorrow, you should get in.
This is your YouTube analytics, by the way. My shit just being dark mode, that's why I ain't recognize it off the rip. But it's your
These
analytics.
graphs. YouTube is a good discovery tool. This audience retention is not good. Now, it's not good because this 33% can mean anything, right? It depends on the length of the video. It depends on what channel it was uploaded to. It depends on the norms of that genre. There's a lot of variables. But for me and my channel, 33% is not good. Huge drop off. You can see like 30% of people left in the first 10 seconds of this. That means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. And then the other thumbnail you've seen, this was the reaction video. A lot lower lift. Keep in mind, the Pokemon video cost $1,000 to open the packs, right? This video was free. I was reacting to License being interviewed by Brandon Buckingham. This video is there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds? So the audience retention, a lot stronger, 43%. Average view duration, 20 minutes on I think like 46-minute video. To me, that's a good audience retention. This was one of the higher performing reactions on my channel. And this was uploaded 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, okay. You have to, dang, you just gotta understand the algorithm. But I just gotta know, like, what's the algorithm? Like, he knows the algorithm. I just don't know what my algorithm is. Cause I be feeling like, I don't know, like I just can't drop that many videos. Like, it's a certain amount of videos I think we can drop a day before like they all start flopping. Like, I don't think we're supposed to exceed a limit or they all just gonna start flopping. I'm pretty sure.
3 days ago, I think it already has like 300,000.
I need to figure out how to, like,
the
the algorithm.
You make one type of content and you want to branch out and feed your community new content, what would you say is the best way to do that?
We could talk about that. The strategy to that is super complicated. The best thing you can do if you want to do different type of content is to see what everyone else did. Let me give you an example. Back when I was making my GM content, if you guys know what my GM is, it's a game mode on NBA 2K. It's super niche. It's the one where you manage different teams and trade players and stuff, right? The only person that was able to pivot at that time out of that community and do park stuff, because the community for the park content, you know what park is?
I think it's Flight Reacts. I think it was Flight Reacts.
Yeah.
That community was way bigger. Was a streamer, a content creator named Lost and Unbound. I studied everything the nigga did, every video to the T. I watched everything he did to learn how he went from my GM to park, and I did it. So I was able to do the same thing. So part of it is just studying. There's people that have done it before you. The likelihood that you're the first one to do it is very low. So you should be researching what other people around you are doing. So this was the watch time a few months ago on the channel when it wasn't performing all that well. Sorry, this is not the pocket watching class. We blocked the revenue. So the watch time is 3.3 million. When you see that number, the first question you should ask is, how do I get that number up to get people to watch longer videos?
Damn, that nigga earned like at least. YouTube pays for every 1,000 views, and I don't know about the watch times. What does YouTube? Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all, bro. I'm gonna show you. We gonna pocket watch anyway. What does YouTube pay for? No. YouTube page created based on ad views, not just video views. Earnings can vary widely. Earn to $10 to $30 every 1 million views. If I have 3 million watch hours on YouTube, how much do I get paid? Absolutely. If you have 3 million watch hours on YouTube, your earnings can vary significantly based on factors such as engagement, viewer location, and content type. Yo, what's good, Jay? We're pocket watching right now. Okay, so views, 12.1 million views. Okay. With 12.1 million views, bro, damn, the monetization settings. Let me see what that, can we see what that look like? Hold on, check. Can we get a full screen real quick? Damn. He got 27K this month. Or last month. Damn. I got damn.
That's one strategy. Can you think of another strategy? Scum? Correct. Do more, higher frequency. Part of strategy is also uploading more. This is a clip channel. The more I upload, the higher the watch time. The higher the watch time. So this is the number you really want to spend a lot of time focusing on. We made a lot of changes to the channel to optimize the content. And in a month's time, the watch time is looking like this. The average views per video is up significantly. The audience retention is up significantly. People are caring about the content a lot more. So I'm showing you to say 3.3 to 3.8 is not gonna blow nobody's socks off, but it was $20,000 more. Wait, you get what I mean?
3.3 to 3.8. If that's $20,000 more, 3.3 plus 0.5, that's 3.8. Right. $20,000. Oh, I can't calculate that shit. It's safe to say he made well over 300K though. We can say that. We can say that with full confidence. He made over 300K.
So like, don't think about it like, oh, it's a marginal improvement. It's a very, very big improvement. It's a very big improvement. If you can make those month over month, imagine where you'll be in a year.
Wait, how did you systematically do that though?
We uploaded more. We started doing recaps in the videos that were way higher appeal. So this is a whole different ballpark of trying to retain people's attention once they click on the video. We just made the videos way more interesting to watch for people that watch the content and for people that don't know me and just watching for the first time. We also focus more on converting subscribers for people that watch. We did that with the outro, and we did that with lower thirds, and we did that with better overall audience retention in the video. So that's a whole nother talk, but there's a lot of strategy that goes into that as well. Right now, when it comes to creating content, TikTok is king. The only reason people don't think this is because you can't make that much money off TikTok, which is true, but you don't need to make that much money off TikTok. You need people to learn who you are on TikTok, right? You're gonna funnel those people to the platforms you can make money, YouTube and Twitch. The larger you can get
I'm finna post on TikTok right now, Chad.
The easier it's gonna be for you to tell your audience to go to other platforms. One content creator I want y'all to study is Jinxie. Jinxie posts on TikTok all the time, and he finds sneaky ways to mention his stream or tell people to go to his stream in the middle of his shit all the time. Look for it. Like, don't see it as a viewer, see it as a content creator trying to learn. He is one of the best strategists. I don't even know if he does it strategically. He might just be doing it because he enjoys it, but he'll do like funny motivational stuff on TikTok. He'll go play golf or funny shit on TikTok. He'll do content and he'll mix in a reminder to go to where he wants them, his stream. I also mean TikTok is king because TikTok Live is now very, very powerful. If you say nigga, you will be blacklisted. If you don't say nigga, you should be streaming on TikTok the same time you stream on Twitch every single time. I'm being serious. To all my people that don't say nigga, put your hands up. Yes, if they say nigga, the TikTok is gonna see that as hate speech and your account will get shadow banned. It'll get guaranteed. So the reason I didn't, just so you ask, you might be wondering why I didn't mention YouTube. If you deal in copyrighted stuff, you react to sports, you react to music, you play games that have music, and you can't turn it off, streaming on YouTube becomes a lot more challenging. If your content's simpler, if you're a gamer in here and most of your content is gaming, can I see some hands? All right, y'all opportunity is on YouTube. I should mention that. Co-streaming on YouTube is big because YouTube has discovery for the live and it has good monetization. There's a good video I'm gonna recommend y'all. Moist Critical uploaded showing the revenue difference between YouTube and Twitch. You can stand to make a lot more on YouTube if your content can fit what that platform wants. For me, it doesn't, so I don't know that much about it.
Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm scared. I can't do this anymore. It's so stressful. Hey, sounds like you need some help.
Damn. Okay, alright. So TikTok the sauce to get known, obviously. We knew that. We knew that. Hold on, chat. We good. We good.
I just want to say, from personal experience, I stream a lot on YouTube, I stream on Twitch, I post on YouTube, but none of my Twitch streams become YouTube stuff, so I'm in a live channel like you're talking about.
Yep.
And it makes way more than my Twitch, like 5 times.
Yeah. That might change the more your ads go up on Twitch. The more your ads go up on Twitch, it might be the case that your Twitch will make more than YouTube, but it depends on the streamer. Hold on, let's make it through a little bit more of the class before we answer questions. Ideas, okay? Yo, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're struggling with ideas, you're gonna have a very tough time being a content creator. You guys are all very creative. Just because, nigga, I spend 3 times a week brainstorming ideas for hours. I have my strategies. Personally, I like to go on drives and play the Brain Food playlist on Spotify. Sometimes I'll lay in my bed, do my Wim Hof breathing strategies, and just brainstorm. It really depends on what you're into. Like, I have my preferences. You should be brainstorming all the time. I mean, all the time. At night, after every stream, me and my team talk. We talk ideas, we talk what's tomorrow, we talk what's next week. You should be brainstorming so much you have thousands of ideas. I'm not exaggerating. I leave my ideas on a notes, and then on each of my notes, I'll have like,
it's time to invest in that better PC, low key.
And then I'm working on the backyard. We're doing some construction to the backyard. Sunday, we were supposed to bury a TV with Ray, and then we mounted Ray's TV. Monday, we got a slow-mo cam coming to the house. We got confessions. We got whatever. So this is what I do. So if you guys watch Kai's streams, you know he has a big whiteboard. He likes to put his ideas on a whiteboard. I'm saying that to say you could have whatever strategy you fucking want. It just depends on you, but make sure it works for you. You're gonna have an idea and the next person's gonna do it before you. That's tough, it happens. That's tough, it happens. So when you have ideas and you're passionate about it, jump on the idea, man.
The work is undefeated.
Don't wait so long before jumping on the idea. There's so many content creators that might jump to it before
tired
you,
sometimes
and you should be the first.
But I got to do it.
You should just always be doing it. You don't even need to feel creatively inspired. You should be like, oh damn, at 10 I'm brainstorming, you know? For me personally, I like brainstorming with people. Sometimes I'll invite Caleb and Chris into the room and they don't talk, I just yap. And eventually my yap will trigger an idea from them, or I'll come up with an idea. That's actually the #1 way I come up with ideas. That's how I came up with the Pokemon Go Marathon, which I'm doing in a few weeks. I'm really excited for. So yeah, very excited for that. So I'm saying that to say you can come up with whatever. You can have an app that helps you organize shit if you want to. For me, my phone is easy, it's accessible. This is what I do. I'm gonna show you guys some examples of streamers, just so you guys can do the same when you go home. Queso is amazing, bro. Queso started on TikTok. He blew up on NBA 2K content. His personality was so vibrant, his character was so appealing that he was quickly able to transition that to streaming. He took that TikTok
definitely do that. The days you don't be working,
he was
got
able to transition it into streaming. And then he was able to take that streaming
I'll be able to stream later tomorrow,
and transition
like
that
10
to
o'clock,
YouTube.
maybe 8, I don't know.
Every day, 600K, 800K, 600K. He's crushing it. If he's not making like $1 million a month, I don't know who the fuck is, bro. But you wouldn't think it though, because sometimes he's not in drama all the time. If you don't watch a lot of gaming content, if you're a gamer and you're not watching what Queso's doing, you're not trying. I mean that with the bottom of my heart. He is operating at such a high level and he does it so.
Bro, cause this nigga Queso is so to himself, like he's so under the radar that like niggas envy what he do. He rich, but silently though. One of the only streamers, like he's one of the very, very, very few streamers that can be rich and not in all types of drama or go outside and it's all some on his name. Like niggas is throwing his name out somewhere. Like a lot of content creators, bro, their name is somewhere being thrown away, being bashed. But this nigga, you don't ever hear Queso this, Queso that. He's so to himself. He's just like a low-key, rich-ass streamer, bruh. Like, that shit.
Oh, genuinely,
niggas envy that shit.
I
like,
watch
his
his streams all the time. Sometimes to learn, sometimes because he's hilarious. I also want to say something that's kind of important here. And it's like, it's something that a lot of people wouldn't consider a science, but it's his face card. Do you see the thumbnail? About this nigga face from anywhere. You get what I'm saying? He puts his face on everything. It's so much easier for him. Maybe like his face is easily visible in every thumbnail. If you're on TikTok and you see his face, you know that's Queso. People seeing your face and that meaning something to them is very important. When they see Ash's face and they know, oh, he does this type of content, what do you want to be known for? Your face should immediately translate to the general audience as something you want to be known for. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not in control of that. All right, Canelo. This is a little bit of a alternate pick. Canelo did something really interesting most people didn't realize. This is his second channel, Eugene Dingleberry, okay? Most people grow their Twitch on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram Reels, the short form. He's growing it through YouTube, which is very, very interesting. He's pulling hundreds of thousands videos per 100,000 views per video on stream clips on his second channel that he's trying to convert over to the Twitch. I think this mode is a little less efficient than TikTok. That's why I think TikTok's king, but it's another way to do it. If you're primary on YouTube, the opportunity's there too. Any platform with discovery means you could be discovered, but then you could also have the power to send them in different directions, different platforms, stuff like that. Canelo did a really good job. I feel like he's a very underrated content creator, and he's the one, I really wish he made it here because I feel like he's one of the people that his content is way better than what people are currently giving him credit for. So shout out to Canelo. Ludwig. Ludwig is a really, really interesting case. I was just in a tournament with Ludwig, and he drafted the worst possible team. We got fucking skunked 2 days ago. But he's a great guy, though. He does YouTube-focused streams. He'll spark his stream, mid-stream, start a YouTube video. Hey guys, welcome to YouTube video. Today this is a generic intro. His is gonna be a lot more optimized, but you see the thumbnail. Every part of this thumbnail is by design. This nigga is a master of packaging. He's a master of titling, he's a master of thumbnail, and he does a great job at cross-pollinating his YouTube and his Twitch. He had a YouTube deal for a while where he streamed on YouTube exclusively, and now he co-streams. So he's an example of somebody, including Jinxie, that co-streams, right?
Do you see my content is brain rock?
Say it again?
Do you see my content is brain rock?
Is your content brain rot? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I really recommend you guys watch Ludwig because I think he's very intelligent. And he's a very good entertainer, bro. He understands the art of entertaining. He does a great job of putting together high appeal events that bring a lot of attention to him. And he challenges himself to a lot of marathons and interesting content. He has a very unique community, and it's hard to find communities like that. If you guys haven't already, please take a look at Ludwig's channel. He's one to study. He's one person you're gonna want to study. Viewers POV, this is important because as a content creator, sometimes you're so caught up in what you want and your passions that you sometimes lose sight of what people want. So just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, right? If you guys play games here, can we get some hands in the sky? You stream games at all? All right, what type of games do y'all stream? Scum?
Horror games, sports, wagers,
Yep.
stuff like that.
What type of games do you stream?
Usually shooters.
Shooters?
Like, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals.
Okay, so let's do an example here. If you switched it up and played League of Legends because you wanted to, that's your right as a streamer. But it's their right to not give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So you could do it. Some people don't care. They'll do whatever they want. But in terms of good strategy, think about your audience. Like, they're gonna be like, damn, they watch because it's you, some of them. But it's like, nigga, I know I don't want to watch League of Legends. You know, even if it's my favorite person doing it. So just understand, put yourself in your viewers, your average viewer's POV.
So I do have a question because I actually have been moving away from that after doing the same thing for like 2 years now. So I'm glad that you said that. What do you think is like the best way to like transition your old community into something new? Just to like.
It depends on what the new thing is and how different it is from what you're currently doing.
Okay.
You know, like if you're a COD person, transitioning to GTA 6 when it comes out will be pretty easy. They're both really casual games that casual gamers play. But if you're a COD person transitioning to fucking NBA, actually 2K might not be too bad neither because a lot of 2K players play COD. FIFA, then you're gonna lose some people. So just understand where your audience is. Even for my agency, I love y'all niggas, but there's certain games y'all not gonna watch me play, bro. Friends, this is very important. My mom used to tell me this all the time and I took it for granted. And now
Chat saying facts. Even chat saying, bro, chat saying facts.
Yo, bro, if you're around a bunch of losers, you're gonna lose. I don't know how else to explain it. Dead ass. You're gonna leave here, you're gonna go back to whatever city you're from, and you're gonna be around people. If those people aren't on the same pursuit as you, they don't have to be streamers. I mean like taking life serious. Like if they're not trying to try, bro, you will match that energy, I'm telling you. And operators, people that are winning don't wanna be around that. You are actively repelling away the energy that you're trying to attract. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Back when I wasn't making any money off streaming YouTube, nothing.
Hey, that friend shit
Big
do
ideas.
something to a nigga, bro.
Don't come
For real.
7 years I did this, $0, bro. Out of love, I just enjoyed it. I would still be doing it, obviously part-time, but out of love if I wasn't here with this opportunity. But I had friends. We used to get on Skype, RIP Skype in the chat. RIP Skype. We used to be on Skype. We used to talk to each other every day. Every day we would hop in a Skype call, I would mute and say, yo, I'm about to record a video. Boom, I record a video, I'll come back to the Skype call, play 2K with the guys, grind my players, shit like that. I was a 2K content creator. I was in my bag with people that was in their bag. You get what I'm saying? You could be around whoever you want to, bro, but you'll go in whatever direction they're going in. So make sure you want to go where they're going, bro. Okay, I want to do something special, all right? So some brands, I did a sponsorship in my pocket watching class with Weeble, and they loved it. But then other brands saw that, and they were like, bro, how can we get involved and help some small streamers? So can we put hands up if you've never done a brand deal before? I'm gonna have you guys stay after class because Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty wanna be your first brand deal. Obviously not the easiest decision to make, you feel me? Because it's not much time to do it, and there's only 3 brand deals to go around. Shout out to these brands, man. Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oral Beauty. I'm not getting paid from this. They just seen people receiving help. There's been so much wholesome vibes, and I want to keep it going, bro. They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay? So I mulled it over with the chat, and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class? Congrats. Congrats.
Hey.
Congrats. Hey. So look. So look. We'll have a conversation about talking points, how to deliver
Nah, bro.
them,
Hey, I'm
and then
bro W.
We'll have some time so you can do that. Or maybe today, hopefully today, on campus. I feel like that'd be fire. So, I mean, which one would y'all rather do between Dropticks, Bays, and Moon Oil Beauty? Yeah, I like your. Which one you want?
We'll let you choose first.
You can take Bays.
I'm gonna go Moon.
Okay, you wanna go Moon? Can you go Dropticks? Of course. Absolutely, bro. I love your attitude, man. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll talk. I'm gonna get you guys contacts if you can stay back so that we can spend some time to go over talking points and how you guys are gonna deliver and stuff like that. I really wanna say a huge shout out to these brands. They just did it out of love. They know realistically the ROI and doing something on a smaller streamer is not gonna hit as hard, but they love the idea of opportunity and they love the idea of making people's dreams come true. So $5,000 is gonna be big, bro. I really appreciate that.
Hey, even I'm clapping. I'm at home, bro. Hey, that's how motivational that is, man, bro.